Good morning to all of you. Welcome to the pre-lecture series on the MATLAB simulating model for the power electronic circuits. Here now we are going to start our first introduction to the MATLAB simulating model for a half-wave diode rectifier using the R loop. The chain flows like that. Firstly, we have understand the concept of the diode rectifier in a very short manner. Then we can move towards the MATLAB simulating model for it. Let's understanding the concept for diode rectifier. We can say that it is going to be like this fashion. This is the diode, which is like this fashion. Here, this is the, we can say that the supply voltage, and here we are using the, okay, this is the R loop. So let us draw. This is the supply voltage going to be like Vs. This is the voltage across the diode, which we are assuming plus minus Vd. This is the voltage drop across the load, and the current is going to be flowing like this. Fine. So let's draw the waveform, then we can analyzing it. It is going to be like this. Let us assume source voltage is basically the plus and the minus, again the plus and the minus. This is plus, this is minus, this is minus. And we have to draw the voltage waveform, the current waveform, and the voltage across the diode. So during the positive half cycle, during the positive life cycle, we can say that the circuit is going to be like this fashion. It is plus, it is minus. Diode becomes on, and current is flowing through the load. So this is the voltage Vs. Here we can see that the Vd is becomes 0, and this is the voltage across the load. And the current is flowing, it should be I. If I observing the circuit, we can come to the conclusion that V0 equals to Vs during the positive half cycle, and the current is going to be V0 equals to Vs. So the V0 divided by R, this should be Vs divided by R. So draw this waveform like this. V0 is basically try to follow the Vs in the plus cycle, and current is having a reduced magnitude because it is divided by R. And we are draw the waveform for Vd. Here we can say that the Vd becomes 0, so it should be 0. Now come to the negative half cycle. We can say that it should be plus, it should be minus, the diode becomes off, and the current becomes 0. The current becomes 0, so drop is also becomes 0, and there is a voltage across diode should be like this, and it should be plus Vs. Using a KVL equation, it should be plus Vs, it should be plus Vd, it should be plus Vr, it should be 0, should be equals to 0. So we can say that if Vd equals to minus Vs. So the voltage drop across the diode is minus Vs. Here the voltage is 0 and the current is 0. So draw the waveform. We can say that during the negative half cycle, the voltage is 0, the current is 0, but there is a voltage across the diode which is called peak inverse voltage to be minus V. Similarly, during the another positive half cycle, the same process is repeated like this fashion, and we are obtaining the voltages. So this is the thing that we understand, and it can be, we have to draw it in a MATLAB Simulink model. So I am just opening the MATLAB 7.10. Here we have seen a switch that is called like this. This is called the Simulink model that we have to click it. On clicking this, we are obtaining this kind of the picture, and here we have to draw the waveform. So before starting it, first go to the file, go to the new, and take a new model, and firstly save it. It can be saved as in a desktop, taking name of half-wave rectifier, half underscore wave underscore t to rectifier R two. Should be when you pressing the enter, then you have seen this is the half wave rectifier which is coming to the top part of this window. This is the screen that we have to doing the work and we have to do the simulation for it. So let us minimize it and come to the library box. In the left side, we have seen that there are so many options for use like control system toolbar, data acquisition toolbox, instrumentation toolbox, but our concern is only the same power system toolbox. Same power system toolbar is basically defined for the electrical engineers or for the power electronics for the machines. We can see anything from this electrical sources like AC source, voltage source, battery, control source, and we have already seen elements like we having a load side, some transformers, some three-phase loads, star connection, delta connection, panel load. We can see anything from this. In this system, we have seen machines like DC machine, PMSM motor, synchronous motor, and all those like this. So let us forget this. We have to be learn, and we have to be need three things. The first thing that we have to need basically the source. Then we have to need the load, the diode, and then the load. So let us take these three things in the MATLAB simulating model like this. So type AC. When you type AC, then you will getting a page like this. But our concern is only for the same power system. We have to think for the same power system. And here we have seen that there is the AC source. So click on it and right click on this, and it should be like something will be there, add to half wave rectifier. So we are having the it is coming. Similarly, we have to type diode and press enter, then use this add to half wave rectifier like this. So it is coming like this. Similarly, you have to type a series, enter. In the same power system, we are having series of branch and it will be add to half wave rectifier. And double click on it, use the R as a keyboard using a file. So these are the two things that we have needed. The source will be there, the diode is completed, and the we can say that the load is going to be completed. So let us draw and join it by pressing on it and press Ctrl R, so it will rotate. Ctrl R is basically used to rotate the element. Now join it. Here we have seen that this is the K is the cathode, where A is the anode, and M is for the measurement. If you do not want this, then click on it, show measurement code, it should be okay. So the measurement is part is gone over. Now we have to set the values of the AC source. So click on it. Here we can say that it should be 340 and frequency 50 Hz and apply OK. And now we have to come to the same point, type power. Here we are getting the power GUI block. This block is very useful and it is always be there in any kind of the power electronic circuits. If this block we are not used, then no circuit will be work. In order to make the circuit, this block is compulsory we have to use. And the source, the diode will be, and the load is there, and now we have to measure the. So we have to make and type measurement. Measurement, we have seen that the voltage measurement and the current measurement. So click on right click on this, add to the rectifier. Similarly, add for the current measurement, add to the rectifier. So we are having current measurement and voltage measurement. And we have to need one thing more, that is called scope. Scope is basically used to see the waveform on it. So let us draw the circuit. Plus is going to enter here like this. This is going to enter here like this, and the scope is going to enter like this. Similarly, the current is connected in series, so I think I will click on it, press delete, and put this current measurement in series with the circuit. Now we need another scope, so press on it and then press control. If I'm pressing the control and making the cursor which is in over to the scope, then we getting a plus sign here, and then drag to the window. We can get the copy of it. It is shortcut key for making like this. Here I am measure the output voltage, the load current, and the one thing which I also measure, that is called the voltage across the diode. This is called diode voltage. So we have to make a one measurement block, that is called like this. So click on it, press control, keep the cursor to the voltage point, then drag on it. So we can get the another voltage drop across the diode like this. It should be connected. Similarly, scope like this. So here I am complete the circuit where I am measuring the value of the source voltage. So in order to measure the source voltage, we have to need 1 voltmeter more like this. Here we can see that it should be 1 voltmeter. So here I am complete the circuit where the source voltage having the measurement block, this, the diode, the resistance, and the load current which is flowing on this. Here I am using the switching frequency of 50 Hz, so it's better to take a time of 0.04 and press the run button. Okay, now we are getting the output voltage of basically like this. Should be, I think it should be 0.2. Here we are getting the output voltage of DC nature like this. If I click on the current, which is going to be like this fashion, current is going to be like this. It is also a DC nature, and if I see the source voltage, it is going to be like this. And if I see the voltage across diode, then it should be the peak input rating is going to be like this. If you want to see the circuit in a different scale, then make a scope and click on it, then go to this 1, 2, 3, 4, type 4 axis and apply OK. Then we can see that there are 4 axes are there, and we can see all the axes like this. One, this is our source voltage. So this is our source voltage. Then we are having the load voltage. Draw it again, and we are having the load voltage. Then we are having the load current, and the last we are having the, click on it, and this is the figure that we are. The figure we are obtaining is called, this is called the source voltage, which is called the output voltage. Here we are obtaining the output current. Let us see, here we are obtaining the 300, 310 or 314 volt as the output, and the load current is going to be V0 divided by R, so it should be 60. And this is the diode voltage across the diode that we already understand in the previous class like this. So the current, source current, output voltage, output current, and the output voltage across the diode. So this thing that we understand, we'll make it more clear like this. More clear like this. So I think you will enjoy this session, and in the coming class we have to just changing the load for RL load, for L load, for C load, and let's see. So thank you.